Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's video review, I wanted to start here with an example that had already come to fruition, because if you can see this example, hopefully you can have a better idea of what I'm looking for from the names that I'll show you next. But this begins with the idea that, we were really working on this kind of right back in here. Netflix had about this 3-day pullback. It came into what at the time was right there at that hedge wall. That tends to be an important area of support, and we were focused on this to the long side because the fire lines overhead tend to be magnetic targets. So you just try to find the moment in time where you're close enough that the move is going to look to be more imminent, right? So right in here, being in that trade for about a week is where you'd like to be. So again, that one's already run its course, and you can see after hitting that target that it is an area where it is being sold off. So you want to be mindful of it as a target, then as potential resistance when it's met. And a few of these names that are setting up for that right now, one of them is CRM. So if we come over and take a look at CRM, you can see that the actual results of earnings, because it was a little mixed in the after hours when the numbers had just come out, but you get into the cash session, you let the market actually figure out what it wants to do with those numbers, and they had a decent reaction to that report. We are actually still inside the range of the post-earnings candle, but really the takeaway from this that I want you to just, jot down on your notepad is that CRM has this target at 334. So again, there's not much I could do with Netflix because it already hit that level and was backing off. So in these reviews, I try to bring you something that, is still has some movement to be captured, and I think that that's very much where you could be headed. Now, there is a big question out there of what does this do for the witching expiration, right? Interestingly enough, we are already having to think about that because when the first falls on a Friday, it always feels like options expiration gets there early in the month. But however you want to look at it, next Friday will be the quarterly expiration. And there is a chance that this thing tries to hover around 300. Ultimately, I think the sale of the $300 puts could make you some money. But that's just to say I don't know when this target is hit. So it could kind of meander around here a little bit. 286 is the area that I would use as support if it did get down to there. You tag that, I think that's a good entry, working up into that path. If you do not get down that far, look for squeezes to show up on intraday time frames, and they can accelerate the move into that target. So I hope you find that a helpful review. That is the real primary name I wanted to bring you. If you're looking for a few others, Citigroup is also very similar here. So you've got your Fireline overhead at 60.95, and I think that's working a path where it could pop up into that. And I suppose the last one that I'll show you just to really enforce how powerful these levels can be is here in Coinbase. So the fire line here was 240.88. You can see that magnetic attraction to it that at least for now is offering a pause point. And that's just one more reflection of how those roadmaps can really help guide a lot of this swing-based action. So I hope you found the review helpful. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and I hope to see you in the chat rooms tomorrow. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.